What was that?
Man, it was great. Just to be out here with the fellows, man, and just competing, getting better. We got a great group of guys on offense, defense, special teams. Obviously, a great head coach. It's an honor to be able to play for him and play with him. And just, man, it's just good to be back on the field again. Just all of us getting better today.
What are the emotions like day one, just getting into the swing of it all?
Yeah, I think that when you think about it, it's the same game that you always loved. When you're a young kid and you dream about these moments like this, be a Pittsburgh Steeler, and I remember watching guys like Ben Roethlisberger, some other all-time greats in the past too as well. Watching Coach Tomlin, watching Coach Cowher, watching the tradition here, you can tell. I remember, playing the Steelers several times, the fan base, how engulfed it is. You can definitely feel it every day, and it's a special thing. And we were just focused on being the best that we can be together, and so it was a blessing to be out here.
Was this first day bigger than any other first days you've had? You've had a lot of them in your career, first days, but coming into this situation.
I think that when you treat every day as day one, and you realize that every day you just try to have a learning, experience. You embrace the moments. You look forward to the challenges. You look forward to the newness of it all. If you have that mentality, you embrace every day. You got to treat every practice, every game, every warm up, every day as if you're getting prepared for the Super Bowl, and it's Super Bowl week. And so, that's just kind of the mentality you got to have. And so I think that even though it's OTAs, that's the mentality that I think our team has.
You have to get used to a whole new team and a lot of guys. Who are some of the guys that you've leaned on to get to know first? Some of the guys you've gotten closer to in your early days with the team.
Yeah, obviously the beginning of the whole process. Obviously, Big Cam, Hayward. Obviously TJ too as well. We've known each other, played against each other several times. Minka, I love watching him and competing against him. He's just a tremendous player. There's also guys like Big Queen. Just seeing him out here and his being on the same field with him, the type of level of player that he is. Watching GP out in the field today. There's guys that have been working their tails off, like Calvin Austin, and his ability to. He came out to San Diego, trained. Pat Fryermuth, same thing. Van Jefferson. These guys are dedicated to the game. Quez Watkins looks great. Just so many guys. Callaway I played with before. There's different guys, and I'm excited about some. We're so young, but yet so talented. And I think that if we embrace the challenge every day, if we embrace the opportunity every day, we can go places. And so it's going to be a tough road and a tough challenge every day. And that's the good thing about it. That's what we love about the game.
How do you feel about the chemistry on the field today with some of these, all of these new guys for you?
Yeah, I felt great about it. I think the chemistry was great. I think the guys were in and out of the huddle. They're working their butts off. We're going to get better as we go too. That's a good thing. We got to keep that edge. And I think that's really important along the way. And so I think the best thing was too, we get to go against one of the best defenses in the world, every day. So it's going to make us better. It's going to rise, us on offense. We look forward to that challenge every day. And it's just a great team and great culture.
How do you go working with Arthur Smith? And what do you feel like are going to be some of the characteristics of his offense? Or what do you hope are some of the characteristics of his offense?
I've been able to watch and experience Coach Arthur Smith over the years, and just his knowledge of the game, his knowledge of getting people in the right places at the right time, the physicality that he coaches with in terms of having all of us players play with that mentality. We're going to be able to run the ball downhill, obviously. Play action is going to be key. I think just doing all the right things in the right moments. Situational football is everything. And if we can do that as collective offense and defense and special teams, we got a chance. And that's all you ask for.
Does it mean something to you at this stage in your career to invest in a young player scorer like Justin Fields?
Yeah, of course. I think Justin and I have known each other for the past several years, ever since he came in the NFL, really when he was at Ohio State. And we've gotten to know each other. We used to text each other all the time and everything. It's now in the same room. So every day, I'm trying to be my best so I can also show him, and vice versa. And we're just continue to challenge one another, be the best version we can be for this football team. And that's the great part about it. And so we got a lot of respect, regard. We've played against each other several times too. So just love the process of it all.
You mentioned your relationship with Cam. What was your reaction to him not being here today?
Listen, I've been able to play in the league a long time. And, the reality is that if anybody's prepared, Cam Hayward's prepared. And this guy is one of the best to ever do it at his position. he's a guy that's experienced. I mean, you take all that experience and everything else, plus the family dynamics and just the whole process. So it's a business. Everybody knows that, and everybody goes through it, and it's a process. But if anybody's been here, even though he's not physically here, he's here in spirit every day with us, and that's what we love about him. And so we're going to support him no matter what. He's going to be ready to go. We know that about him. I know that about him playing against him, and I'm excited to get him back on the field whenever that time is right.
Do you view this as a competition, or how do you view kind of your role, and how do you establish your leadership of this?
Yeah, I think every day you look at it as to be the best version of you. I think that's always the competition internally, and then you're always competing against the other 31 other teams, and then and so I think that you step on the field with that mentality. Nothing should ever change. So I think that's how I've always looked at it, and that's the part I embrace.
Russ, how much input are you going to have with this offense?
Yeah, I think a lot. I think that obviously Coach Arthur Smith and I, we share a lot of similarities, a lot of experiences, a lot to prove, a lot to show, a lot to do, a lot to accomplish. He's got big desires. I do too. We do it too as a team. We're all in this thing together. So knowledge is everything. To be understand what we're trying to do, how we're trying to get there, and do it the best way, the most efficient way possible.
Mike Thomas said in a few interviews that you, Arthur Smith, and Justin Fields are a bit scalded, is the term that he used. Do you feel like that? Do you have a sense with those guys that you all have something to prove?
I wouldn't say I'm scalded. I would say that if anything, I just learned a lot. And I think that internally you get better, you get tougher. You use your experiences, you use the challenges that you've gone through to be the best version of you. And so I don't blink, and I'm looking forward to the challenge and the opportunity.
What do you think, guys like Najee, guys like Cam, who they've been on the team, but they're maybe on the last year of the deal? So do you see the extra motivation in guys like that in other times of your career?
Yeah, I think the guys like that who are so talented and everything else, and they put the work in. The reality is that these guys are putting the work in, whether if it's here in Pittsburgh, whether if it's back home, whatever it is, all year. It's a 365-day job. It's that's the mentality that we have as players, and it's a lifestyle. And so. These guys, like guys like Najee and everything else, you saw him obviously out here. He's learning every play. He's asking all the questions. When he's not here, if he's not here, he's texting, asking, hey, what was this? What was that? And just a great teammate, a guy who really wants to win. And that's the best part about this culture, this organization is it's a winning organization. Guys who really want to do everything they can possible. And, that's what we're focused on. It's just winning the day each day.
There's been questions about the depth of the receiver room. Deion George, what have you seen from the guys just from a little bit?
I've seen a lot of talent, a lot of excitement, a lot of confidence, a lot of ability, a lot of guys who are learning, in the process, and that's the part that you love. I remember when I was a young rookie, and you're learning the way, you're learning every detail, and guys like Roman Wilson who just got here, he's working his butt off learning. Guys obviously as Calvin Austin, as I mentioned earlier, he's working his tail off, leading the way every day in front of the line. Guys like GP, who's so incredibly talented, but he's only early in his career, and he's going to have so much opportunity, and it's going to be a great thing for him. So, I love the receiver room. I love the guys that we have, and we're gonna be able to compete with those guys and hopefully win a lot of games with the guys we have.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.